Hey, Kevin, with Larry out, I assume that'll mean more time for Jordan. What have you seen from the rookie in the first 4 weeks?
Yeah, I thought he's played pretty well so far, Scott. We're counting on him. He's pretty responsible. He follows, through on studying. He makes sure he's in the right spot, right place. We just need him to go out there and whatever is asked of him, he's got to do his job.
And will you need to add any depth there before the game?
We'll see, Scott. We're talking about it.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Next up is Nate Ulrich.
Hey, Kevin. Can you give us an idea of what's going on with Karl Joseph, how this happened, and kind of your thoughts on him?
Yeah, just something that happened yesterday, and we just got to use the next 50 hours or so to see how he responds and take it from there. But just, I don't know exactly how it happened, but some of these muscle injuries, that's just what happens.
Do you have any sense for Ronnie Harrison's readiness at this point, if you need him to start in place of Karl?
Yeah, he's ready. I mean, he's been here now over a month. He studies hard, so he's ready if called upon.
Thanks, Nate. We'll go to Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, one quick thing, and then I have another question. Is it too late in the game to put Greedy on IR? I mean, this is going so long.
Good question. I will tell you that Andrew and staff have talked about all these type of things, Marla, but we're hopeful that we have some good news hopefully in the next couple of weeks.
And I know things can change in a heartbeat, but you're supposed to have 12,000 fans there. Do you expect that'll be, what kind of effect will that have?
I think it's great. I love that there will be 12,000 fans there. I hope they sound like 120,000. Wear your mask though. Okay, but really looking forward to having them in the building.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marla. Tom Withers, you're up.
Thanks, Rob. Hey, Coach. Coach Woods said yesterday that down the stretch last week, he's kind of praying for number 95 to make a play just to kind of to put things away. Do you feel like Miles is really embracing that responsibility of, being the guy that's got to affect the game with huge plays like that?
He's so talented, Tom. We're counting on him. He knows that. He's been making plays in all these ball games, and the defense and the offenses are well aware of that, and they're chipping him with the back or chipping him with the tight end. He's still making plays, so we're counting on him, and he knows that.
Are you seeing a lot of different looks? It seems like there's teams that'll load up with an extra tight end or leave a back over there to chip them. Do you find that that's changing on a week-to-week basis in the way teams scheme him?
You see that across the NFL with premier rushers, and that's good news for us. It's one less guy out there in the pass route.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tom. We'll go to Mary Kay Cabot next.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about the job that Joe Woods has done, having to pivot almost every week? Another starter or two on defense goes down, and he's got these guys, still out there taking the ball away, playing hard, and just doing whatever they have to do.
Yeah, I think Joe and the defensive staff do an outstanding job. And you're right, it's kind of been guys in and out of the lineup really all the way back through July. And those guys have put together plans to put our guys in position to have success. It's a work in progress, just like it is on the offensive side. So our goal is to get better, one game better each week.
How tough is it when a guy goes out on a Thursday? You're basically at the end of your install, and that's got to be harder than knowing that Larry Ogunjobi might play.
Yeah, but that's life in the big city for these guys. They got to be ready to go at a moment's notice, and that's why we make sure our guys are studying, understanding their roles, and understand their roles that they may be not necessarily the starter today, and in a moment's notice they are.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Jeff Shadell, you're next.
Hey, Kevin. Most of these guys don't know about winning. Now you're 3-1, could be 4-1. How hard is it to keep that one game at a time focus?
Honestly, Jeff, not very hard. I think week in and week out, these opponents are really, really tough games. And right now we got our work cut out with this Indianapolis Colts team coming to our building. It's a well-coached team. The stats are what they are. They're a very good football team, and we got to make sure we play these one-game seasons.
Daryl Ryder, you have our next question.
Hey, Coach. I assume with Larry out that Jordan Elliott's your next man up there. Is that accurate?
Yes.
And then, what have you seen from him? What do you like about what he's been able to contribute early in the season?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, I think he's just been everything we've thrown at him. He's been ready to roll. Studies really hard, practices really hard, knows his job. For a young player, I think he's ascending.
And then I want to ask you about Indianapolis's defense. They take the ball away quite a bit. I think they're fourth in turnover ratio. Baker's not thrown an interception the last 2 weeks, not to jinx him or anything, but what does Baker really have to watch out for with that Colts defensive backfield?
Yeah, I think he just needs to stay true to his reads, stay true to the timing of the offense. It takes 11 guys to protect that rock, though. So the ball security goes to who's ever touching it, the center, the quarterback, the running backs, all the eligibles. Once they have that ball, they got to do a great job, and the quarterback just has to stay true to his reads.
Thank you, Daryl. We'll go back to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Kevin, you spent a lot of time with Xavier Rhodes in Minnesota. How does he look in that Colts uniform?
Excellent. He's playing at a high level. I know his coaches there with John Gannon and Alan Williams. They have familiarity with Xavier back to Minnesota. He looks physically great. He's long. He's tough. He's got makeup speed. He's the complete package at corner, and he's playing really well.
You mentioned the other day that they run some zone and then they play some of that man. Do they mix it up enough where it's tough for you as an offense to kind of know what they're going to be in?
Yeah, they do a good job in disguise, for sure. That's a big part of who they are. But I think they're just so sound. Even if they don't care that that they're playing zone, they don't care that they're playing man. They're just so sound and disciplined in what they do.
Thanks.
Thanks, Scott. Nate Ulrich, you're up.
Hey, Kevin, when you said yesterday that Njoku looked 100% to you, did he make it through the week that way, and will he be activated?
Yes.
Which, yes to both?
Yes to both.
Okay, thank you.